A big focus is the political drama unfolding in Maharashtra. Sharad Pawar reached Karad amid a show of strength, where he addressed a public meeting and expressed confidence in people after a rift in the NCP. The veteran politician said, people of Maharashtra will not succumb to undemocratic forces. In another development, Congress took exception to Sharad Pawar declaring the name of Devendra as the leader of opposition. The decision has to be taken by all the three parties together. The post can be handed to the party with the largest number of MLAs, is what a Congress leader has said in Nagpur just a short while ago. Meanwhile, Ajit Pawar convened a meeting of all the NCP ministers that he claimed were backing him at his bungalow in South Mumbai. We're told he's left now. But NCP's Maharashtra President Jayant Patil, who's attending to legal issues, meanwhile says, we have sent a petition to the Assembly Speaker last night. We requested him to hear us. Our party's strength in the Assembly is 53, of which 9 have defected. The rest are all with us, is what he has said. He added, we will give them a fair chance to come back, but will take action against those who do not come back. In fact, Sharad Pawar has also said people are using caste and religion to create animosity among the people of India, adding that people of Maharashtra will not succumb to undemocratic forces. Listen in to the political reactions coming in.
लीडर ऑफ अपोजिशन को हमने हमारे विपक्ष के नेता के जगह जहां अजीत पवार ने इस्तीफा दिया, उस जगह पे हमने जितेंद्र आव्हाड को अपॉइंट किया है। और आज हमारी संख्या कितने लोग हमारे साथ है वो आने वाले दिनों में सबके सामने आएगा। हमें आज ऐसा लगता है कि 53 हमारी पार्टी की स्ट्रेंथ है असेंबली में, उसमें से 9 जन जो उस तरफ गए हैं जिनके ऊपर हम डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन का पिटीशन दाखिल किया है।
We have gone ahead and formed a government with Eknath, Shinde, Devendra, Fadnavis, and as NCP, we are the NCP, and that is what we are doing.
Are you going Delhi, sir?
No, we will decide now. Today is the first day after the swearing in. So
are
we
you
are all
comfortable
sitting.
with the central minister, sir?
No, there is no question. We have not discussed anything about Delhi. We have only discussed about the formation of a government in Maharashtra, and that is what has been done.
सभागृह में विरोधी पक्ष नेता का चयन को रिकॉग्निशन सम्मान्य विधानसभा अध्यक्ष देते हैं। ये अधिकार सम्मान्य विधानसभा अध्यक्ष का होता है और इस अधिकार का वापर करते समय विधानसभा अध्यक्ष को जो विधानसभा के नियम है उसके साथ ही जो संवैधानिक प्रावधान है उन सब का विचार करके उचित निर्णय लेना अपेक्षित है।
पवार साहब इसके पहले भी सेम कहते थे, मेरे साथ है, पार्टी मजबूत है, मैं अध्यक्ष हूँ, तो उनके ही सामने ये सब 40 लोग निकल गए। इतना आसान नहीं है पार्टी फिर खड़ा करना आज के तारीख में। और इधर तो सरकार है, इधर सरकार है, दिल्ली में सरकार है, आसान नहीं है।
राजनीति जो हुई है महाराष्ट्र के राजनीति का सबसे काला दिन है। और ये 2 दिन पहले हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी उनके राजनीतिक विरोधी कैसे भ्रष्टाचारी है, एनसीपी हो या उनके नेता कैसे भ्रष्टाचारी है, उनको जेल जाना चाहिए, इस प्रकार की बात कर रहे। लेकिन जेल जाने के बजाय उनको कल राजभवन में मंत्री पद की शपथ दी।
To better understand the political drama unfolding in Maharashtra, we're joined by Vijay Chormare, the senior journalist from Maharashtra, as well as Venkatesh Kesri, senior journalist on the broadcast. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for making time for us. Mr. Chormare, I'd like to begin with you. Is Ajit Pawar's rebellion being seen as a body blow to Sharad Pawar? And do you think this is one of the biggest setbacks of Sharad Pawar's 5-decade political career?
मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगता कि शरद पवार के करियर को बड़ा सेटबैक है, क्योंकि शरद पवार ने ऐसे जो हादसे हैं बार बार देखे हैं। कल उन्होंने पवार साहब ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कहा कि ये उनके लिए पहली बार नहीं है। मुझे लगता है जब जब कोई संकट आता है तब तब शरद पवार नई ऊर्जा के साथ खड़े रहते हैं और लोगों में जाके अपने को खुद को साबित करते हैं। शरद पवार के जो शरद पवार का अगर राजकीय करियर देखे तो उनका राजकीय करियर पूरा 60 सालों का है और उसमें ये 56 ईयर्स उनका पार्लियामेंट्रियन करियर है। इस पूरे करियर में अगर उनका इतिहास देखें तो दिखता है कि ये आज से शुरू जो हो रही है ये इनकी चौथी इनिंग है। क्योंकि पहली बार जब 1978 में उन्होंने खुद ने बगावत की थी तब के कांग्रेस की सरकार के खिलाफ और 37 एमएलए के साथ बाहर निकले थे और तब की जो पीजेंट वर्कर पार्टी थी तब जनता पार्टी थी और जनसंघ भी था बीजेपी का, तो उनके साथ उन्होंने वो मुख्यमंत्री बने थे और सरकार बनी थी। वो उनकी पहली इनिंग थी। उनकी दूसरी इनिंग 99 में जब उन्होंने सोनिया गांधी के विदेशी जन्म के मूल के खिलाफ जो मुद्दा उठाया था और कांग्रेस ने उन्हें निष्कासित कर दिया था, तब उन्होंने एनसीपी का गठन किया था, नेशनल कांग्रेस पार्टी का। उनकी दूसरी इनिंग थी। और तीसरी इनिंग मुझे लगता है जब 2019 में जब उनके बहुत सारे विधायक उन्हें छोड़ के गए थे, उस वक्त तो ऐसा चित्र था कि महाराष्ट्र में बीजेपी और शिवसेना की सरकार आना सिर्फ औपचारिकता है बाकी, मगर शरद पवार 80 साल के जो थे तब मैदान में डट के उतरे थे और उन्होंने सारा चित्र बदल दिया था, सारा चित्र पलट दिया था। तो नतीजा आपके सामने तब महा विकास आघाड़ी की सरकार बनी थी। ये 3 मौके थे और मुझे लगता है उनके खुद के भतीजे ने अब जो बगावत की है ये और उनके खिलाफ वो चौथी बार खड़े हो रहे, ये इनकी चौथी इनिंग चल रहे। मुझे लगता है उन्हें लिए उनको फिर साबित करने के लिए एक नया मौका मिला है और पवार आज से ही मैदान में उतर के उन्होंने करार से अपनी चौथी इनिंग शुरू कर दी।
Well, so there Mr. Chormari is saying that Sharad Pawar is fairly unaffected. He has seen political battles of this nature unfold earlier and it will not likely deter his spirit as is visible in Karad. Mr. Kesri, I'd just like to bring you in, but I'd also like to inform our viewers. We have my colleague Megha Prasad, senior editor, joining us. She's been tracking all the latest developments in Maharashtra. Mr. Kesri, I'd just like to take a quick question to you. What wider implications do you think this episode has for the opposition's national unity project for the Lok Sabha elections in 2024 and the Maha Vikas Aghadi itself?
Certainly have a bearing on the national politics because Maharashtra has 48 Lok Sabha seats. And Sharad Pawar is not confined to Maharashtra. He is seen as a strategist at the national level. And there are still reports that he will be given the responsibility of being a convener of the anti-BJP parties, which was to meet in Bangalore on 13 and 14, but now it has been postponed. According to some agency reports. So basically, Pawar is playing a role in building an anti-BJP front ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. And in Maharashtra, NCP and Shiv Sena have been the more stumbling block in the BJP's expansion. That's why the BJP first, in the last 11 months, first split the Shiv Sena. Now it has split again NCP. So the number game is there. Ajit Pawar group is claiming that they have the support of the 40 MLAs, and Sharad Pawar and his colleague, they are saying that all MLAs are not with him. So it's a show of strength. So I think that it will certainly have a bearing in the politics because Maharashtra will also be facing the assembly election next year after the Lok Sabha elections, few months after the Lok Sabha elections. In between, there will be elections of Bombay Municipal Corporation and other municipal corporations. So Maha Vikas Aghadi will have no option but to remain together for its own survival. And Maharashtra can't be, or any state can't be, opposition-free state. BJP is aiming to make opposition weaken in Maharashtra. They want to make the Hindutva laboratory of Maharashtra, but I don't think it is so easy. And now they are. You see, what is the logic of splitting NCP when the BJP has clear majority along with the Shinde camp? So their target is to ensure Modi get a third term in the Lok Sabha. That's why they are engineering all the splits and desertions.
Right. So Mr. Kesri claiming that Ajit Pawar is building a road for an anti-BJP front. Let's rope in Megha at this point. Megha, you gathered from your sources that Ajit Pawar has been preparing the ground for this move for a while now. There have been a few attempts in the past, as you mentioned earlier, where a disgruntled Ajit Pawar tried to jump ship, but the move did not materialize. It finally happened yesterday. But you have the inside story.
Well, yeah, it's a very interesting backstory, actually, Parmeshwar. And yes, we've been, of course, speaking to our sources in Maharashtra, in basically all the parties, to understand exactly what's been going on. And from whatever I have been able to pick up and piece it all together, it just seems to us, this moment, that this was long coming. And I think, anybody who has tracked Maharashtra closely would have seen this coming. Mr. Sharad Pawar himself has spoken about it, in his private space to people who are close to him. He has admitted to the fact that he is aware that there is, of course, an attempt is being made to take away a major part of his party, and that people within his party have been wanting to do so. Ajit Pawar did not make any secret about his ambitions. I think he just made it absolutely clear for everybody to see that he was upset and he was not happy with the way things were going. But what I'm here to tell you today, Parmeshwar, is something very different. It's actually the story that we've been able to pick up from deep inside the NCP camps. And it is that, this is actually the third attempt that Ajit Pawar made, third serious attempt that Ajit Pawar made to break away from the parent NCP party. The last time he did so was actually the time when Mr. Sharad Pawar was had announced his shock resignation. You remember the 3-day-long drama that played out in the media? That was the time when Mr. Ajit Pawar was just about to move out with his people from inside the party, and that Mr. Sharad Pawar got to know about this. And he addressed the problem. He addressed the problem by making all of these important stakeholders in that story sit down and have a conversation with him. And I am told that at that point in time, Mr. Sharad Pawar had told them that if this is what essentially the main people in the party and most of them want, which is to go out go out of the MVA and join hands with the BJP, and they think that it's going to be beneficial for the party in the long run, well, he would want to do it a certain way. And what is the way he suggested? He suggested that I will announce my resignation. I will hand over the baton to the younger generation, and then you take a decision that you want to go with the BJP. We will tell our members and the cadres that this is what the newer people in the party are feeling. This is what they think is going to be better for the party. It's their decision to go join hands with the BJP, and he will stay out of it. As per the plan, he went ahead and he announced his resignation. Well, when he announced his resignation, you saw the reaction to that resignation that played out, on our screens, and we saw the drama that actually unfolded. But what actually came as the real shock to Ajit Pawar, Praful Patel, all of these people who were part of this entire plan, was Mr. Sharad Pawar at the end of the third day taking his resignation back. He retracted it. And when he retracted it is when these people realized, Mr. Ajit Pawar, Mr. Praful Patel, Chhagan Bhujbal, Dilip Walse Patil, all of them then realized that Mr. Sharad Pawar did not stick to the plan. The plan that he himself had given them, he did not stick to the plan, and that they were all played for. And that, they were played by their uncle. I mean, Ajit was played by his uncle, is the feeling he had. And so I'm told from the very next day, they renewed their efforts to go back to the people, to go back to those within the party who'd been sympathetic, close and leaning towards Ajit, and going back to them with renewed efforts to tell them that, a time will come and we will tell you when we are breaking away. So it was within the party, people who were supporting him knew that it was just a matter of time where Ajit would want to move out with his own faction. Now, what is interesting is that yesterday when this all drama was unfolding, the closest of the people to Mr. Sharad Pawar were actually kept in the dark. They did not know anything about it. Mr. Sharad Pawar did not know this was happening. Those who have stuck along with him, they also had no idea that, all of this was to pan out the way it did yesterday in Raj Bhavan. Very secretly, all of this was planned out. You know that Mr. Devendra Fadnavis is at the center of it all from the side of the BJP. I am told that, he had a very late night meeting with Mr. Amit Shah, where Mr. Shinde was also present. That late night meeting happened in Delhi, and cabinet expansion was discussed. And then, of course, people got to know about it, and they had to sort of admit that they were, discussing cabinet expansion. But what cabinet expansion was this? This was what was being discussed. So there were only 2 or 3 people in the BJP who were in the know. Apart from that, literally nobody really knew, from the side of the BJP. These were the people from the side of the NCP. You had Mr. Praful Patel, Ajit Pawar, and and just two more who were, knowing that this is how it will move, and it did yesterday. So now the reactions that you are seeing coming in from Mr. Sharad Pawar and his camp, from Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena, that faction, the Congress, is just a shock reaction to all that has happened from right under the nose of Mr. Sharad Pawar, the man who's been, spoken about as quote-unquote Chanakya of Indian politics. From right under his nose, an entire party of his gets wiped out, taken away, rather snatched away. And at this point, what I can tell you that there is a document which is being prepared, and which is important for us to flash at this moment. A document is being prepared which might actually be sent to the speaker, which is going to have the signatures of all those people who have decided to be with Ajit Pawar. Which is going to be the real NCP is the fight that you will see beginning now, the struggle that you will see with both the factions, both the sides claiming that they are the real NCP. Who has the numbers? At this moment, of course, Ajit Pawar's camp, but there is going to be a very, very serious and concerted effort, Vedant, to bring the people back towards Mr. Sharad Pawar, and he said this out loud. And those who are there with him at this moment, Jayant Patil, etc., have been saying this, that apart from the 9 who took oath yesterday, they're expecting everybody to come back. So this is not the end of the story. We've got to watch out this space.
Megha, as always, thank you so much for taking us through the details. As my colleague Megha is reporting, a document is being prepared as we speak, which is likely to be sent to the Speaker with signatures of all those who are backing Ajit Pawar. With that, I'd just like to, as we wrap, bring in Vijay Chormare. Now, in a warning to his colleague turned rival Eknath Shinde, Sanjay Raut has reiterated that Maharashtra will get a new chief minister just in a few days. Do you see this materializing?
देखिए, ये सारा मामला कब से शुरू हुआ है? ये सारा मामला 11 मई से शुरू हुआ है, जब जिस दिन एकनाथ शिंदे के बारे में जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जो डिसीजन आने वाला था, तब से सारा मामला चल रहा है। तब ये समझा जा रहा था कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट एकनाथ शिंदे सहित उनके साथ जो 16 एमएलए थे उन्हें डिस्क्वालीफाई करेगी, और उस वक्त अजीत पवार बीजेपी को ज्वाइन करेंगे और चीफ मिनिस्टर के हैसियत से ज्वाइन करेंगे, ऐसा सोचा जा रहा था, समझा जा रहा था। और उस वक्त जब इंटरव्यू होते तब अजीत पवार ने भी बताया था कि हाँ, मैं चीफ मिनिस्टर बनना चाहता हूँ। मगर उस वक्त सुप्रीम कोर्ट का निकाला रिजल्ट आया, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने सारा जो वो बॉल है, वो बॉल जो विधानसभा के अध्यक्ष है उनके कोर्ट में दिया। वो सारा मामला पेंडिंग है, और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जो गाइडलाइन दिए है उस गाइडलाइन के हिसाब से ऐसा समझा जा रहा है कि विधानसभा के अध्यक्ष बीजेपी के है, तभी भी उन्हें एकनाथ शिंदे को फेवर नहीं कर सकते। उन्हें उनकी मजबूरी है कि एकनाथ शिंदे और उनके साथ 16 जो विधायक है उनको डिस्क्वालीफाई करे, और आगे जाके ऐसा हो सकता है कि वो अगर डिस्क्वालीफाई हो तो अजीत पवार चीफ मिनिस्टर बन सकते हैं। और ऐसा यहाँ महाराष्ट्र की राजनीति कल से चर्चा जो शुरू है कि अजीत पवार की जो कमिटमेंट है वहां जाने की, वो चीफ मिनिस्टर की है। वो बीच में एक जो कॉमा है उन्होंने थोड़ा लिया है, और कॉमा है ये पूरा फुल स्टॉप नहीं है। इसलिए वो संजय राउत जो कह रहे हैं कि आगे जाके एक नया चीफ मिनिस्टर मिलने वाला है, ये हो सकता है।
जी, Mr. Kesari, if we focus on the BJP, then the BJP has no compulsion to remain with the Shinde side, and now we've seen has an alternative in the NCP legislators to retain power. Do you see them getting cozy and sidelining Eknath Shinde and his gang?
No, I see a larger game behind the BJP's plan, because BJP wants to weaken the regional parties. They first used Shiv Sena, made Eknath Shinde chief minister. Now they would make Ajit Pawar chief minister for almost a year, for a year. But in between, their target is to ensure that the party get expanded all over the state beyond Maharashtra. Once the two factions get exposed before the people, and if there will be no alternative emerging to challenge the BJP, then the party can make the state Hindutva laboratory like Gujarat or Karnataka or Madhya Pradesh, whatever it may be. But it has a larger plan. They will keep the two parties, Eknath Shinde, Shiv Sena and Ajit Pawar's NCP, in good humor till the Lok Sabha elections. And after that, in the assembly elections, they will show their place. BJP will show the two parties their place and can say that most of their MLAs should contest on the BJP symbol. That has been the strategy of the party. So for BJP point of view, the BJP is rightly going ahead with its strategy, and they are exploiting the ambition of Ajit Pawar and Eknath Shinde. Once they become the chief minister, then they can't build up their own party. Sharad Pawar has the national ambition. He is a national leader, whereas Ajit Pawar has limited scope to work at the national level. So it will be easy for the BJP to make inroads in Maharashtra and strengthen its support base in the state, in this previous state.
Right. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us with both your opinions. As Mr. Kesri has said, the BJP could be exploiting the ambition of Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar. But Sharad Pawar earlier said there was a need to fight forces creating a communal divide in Maharashtra, and he will rebuild the party. He said this as he addressed NCP workers and supporters in Karad, just a day after his nephew Ajit Pawar led a vertical split in the party to become the deputy chief minister in the Eknath Shinde-led government.